Dear students, this is Lohit Ram SK, Assistant Professor of Commerce, Srimati and Sri YR Government First Grade College, Pagoda. Dear students, in the previous sessions, we covered on the topic called perfect competition. So, under the chapter called marketing structure. So, here under market structure, we know that the market structure is mainly divided into two types, that is, perfect competition and imperfect competition. So, as the part of that market structure, we covered the meaning and characteristics of perfect competition in the previous session. So in the previous session we come to know that how what do you mean by exactly and how it works and what are the nature in which the business transactions take place under perfect competition. So but in this session we are going to discuss and to know about and how the price is going to be fixed under perfect competition, because under perfect competition everything is equal or similar. So there will be a homogeneous product. There is a healthy competition. So it's difficult to go with profit and price. So let us see what are the uh, options which are available to fix the price under perfect competition in this session.
But it is subject to certain conditions, and they are in perfect competition. The firm is a price taker. So that means no firm which is participating under perfect competition is able to set their own price. So every firm which is participating in perfect competition market will follow the same price or uniform price. So every firm will fix the same price for their product and services. So that is the producer, he has to accept the at price which it is determined by the forces of demand and supply. So here the price makers are the four market forces, that is demand and supply. You already know what is demand. Demand is a desire, ability, and willingness to purchase. So if the customer show his desire to buy the product and shows some ability, and as well as he must have a desire to buy the product, at the same time the competitors or the producers or the business firms who are producing goods and services, if they supply the qualitative goods and services into the market, so then only the ratio between the equation between demand and supply will decide that the price of a product which is sold by a number of firms who participate in perfect competition at a single price. Because here every firm in under perfect competition will have homogeneous products, so no one can raise their prices or cut down their prices. They have to follow the market forces or market conditions, in which they only come to know that how price is going to be fixed, demand depending on the demand and supply. So here the price for the product is fixed at a point where the demand is equal to supply. So that means the market forces, demand and supply, should be equal. At that point only, or at that situation only, the price is fixed for the product and services under the perfect market conditions. So with the help of this table, we can understand how they are going to determine or fix the prices under perfect market condition. So here in this table, they have given price per meter, then quantity demanded, then quantity supplied meters, then pressure on price million meters. So here the price, the first output of, in the first column, in the first row, the price is rupees 50, the quantity demanded is 10, but they supply 25. So here the supply is more than quantity, because the demanded is only 10, the price is 50, and they supplied 25. So here then pressure on price million meter is falling, because there is no pressure, because the supply is more than quantity demanded. In the second, the price is dropped to 40, that is 10 decreased, but the quantity demand is increased. So the reason behind that is the price is decreased, then the quantity supplied is 23. Here also the supply is more than demand, but the demand is increased compared to previous because the at 10 rupees is decreased in prices. So the demand is increased and the quantity supply is also increased compared to demand, but compared to previous supply, the quantity of supply is decreased to 2 points here. So the pressure on price per million meter is falling. So there is no pressure to supply more and more and uh, fix a higher price also. Then Then third, the price is dropped to 30 again. So from 40 to 30, the quantity demanded is 20. That means compared to second one, the third, the demand is increased up to 5 points again, 15 to 20. Then the quantity supplied here is 20. But the quantity supplied is reduced from 23 to 20. That is 3 points are decreased, but at the same time quantity demanded is also same and the quantity supplied is also same. The price per meter is 30. So here because of uh, a reduce in price, the demand become more and more, but at the same time here the companies didn't supply more number of quantities of the goods and services. It may be a lack of stock or any other reasons. So the pressure on price million price is neutral here. So that means not rising or not falling. So neutral. There is no moment of pressure on price. Then in the fourth, the price dropped again to rupees 20. That is again 10 points is 10 rupees is decreased. Then the quantity demand is also increasing now 20 to 25. From third to fourth, the quantity demanded increased from 20 to 25. So here we can observe that the reduction in the prices always causes to increase in demand for product and services here. So again, 5 points quantity demand is increased, but the quantity demand supply is coming to be reduced from 20 points to 15. So that means 5 more point of quantity supply is decreased, but the quantity demanded is high. Now it's a time of pressure on price million meters. It is rising. So that means here the more demand will be there. Now it will be a pressure on the firms or the business organizations, and they are going to deliver the homogeneous products. Whenever there is an increase in the demand, automatically there will be a pressure on the uh, business firms who produce goods and services to raise the product because demand is rising. But here in the fourth point, we see that supply is reduced. So if they are unable to maintain a stock and a good product services according to the demand and supply, according to the demand, so then they can't deliver or supply the goods into the market and they may not be earn profit. So in the fifth, the price is reduced from 20 to 10. So again 10 rupees price is decreased. So at the it is the lowest price in which the by sellers are selling goods and services. So here whenever there is a lower price, definitely there will be a more increase in quantity of demand for goods and services. It is jumped from 25 to 30. Again 5 points is increased. So compared to 50 price 10 demand, so it is 10 rupees and 30 demand. So that is a 20 more points increased in demand at the last, but the quantity supply is decreased. So here, according to the demand, the supply is not coming. In the earlier stages, the supply was more, so there was no pressure on demand on price, but in the middle, that means under rupees 30, the quantity demand and quantity supply was equal and the pressure was neutral. But at the last, at rupees 10, the quantity demanded is more and quantity supply is very less. The pressure is building on the sellers to fix the higher prices. So because without having a stock or supply, they can't sell the products for a long time in the market. They can't retain the customers. So they have to sell at higher prices, and it will be automatically there will be a uh, possibility of reduction in demand also because rise in price. So from this table we can understand that so the price is profitable only under rupees 30. So where the pressure on the price is neutral. Let's understand this through this diagram. So here this diagram showing a determination of price under perfect competition. So here the DD is the demand curve, that is this is DD, the curve is showing. Then SS is supply curve, and look at the diagram shows that higher price. So whenever there is a higher price, demand is low. So always here the curves move from left to right. Demand is low. At lower price, demand is high. At lower price, demand is high. And at lower price, demand is high. And supply is low. Supply is low. So, and demand is low, but supply is high. So when the prices are high, demand when the prices are high, demand is low, but the supply was high. See, this is high. So, but at the OP price, that is at the OP price, demand and supply, quantity demand and supply are equal, that is equilibrium. So demand is equal to supply. So in this point only the firms under perfect market competition, they are able to get a, a profit. So where demand is equal to supply. So here there is nor increase in demand, nor increase in supply, or nor decrease in supply, or nor decrease in demand. So both are equal here at this equilibrium point. So under price OP and OM quantity demanded. So after discussing from the above discussions, so it is clear that the equilibrium between demand and supply or market equilibrium determines the prices. The price come to stay at the level where demand and supply are equal. See here at the point price and demand are become equal. So there where only the company is able to earn the profit. In the table also we come to know that in the third point at where the price is 30 and the quantity demand is 20, quantity supply is 20. So both are equal, but pressure was neutral. There is no pressure on fixing the prices. So in this point the company is able to earn its profit. So with this, I would like to conclude this session. Thank you.